focus ring is what I want. I'm just sweeping that dirt. Yeah. Not yet. I'm gonna do it. Morning guys, welcome back to the vlog. It's amazing Saturday here because my wheels are finally here. So I've been waiting nearly 6 months for these wheels. Nearly 6 months. And they arrived on Wednesday and I was gonna do the video, but then I was waiting for a couple other things to arrive at the same time, so I thought I'd just roll over into the weekend. A couple things we're gonna do today is, I'm gonna show you guys my wheels because duh, you've all been waiting to see them and they're pretty cool. So the other things we're going to get around to doing today is I am going to mask up the rear guards on Benjamin, and we're going to outline where I need to cut in order for my flares to go on. So I'll go around and mark those up today. So we'll do that for one. Flare, or wheels slash flares for two. I'm also going to go and put the roof lining back into Benjamin as well, so then that way that can be sealed up and put together, so that way I don't have any water leaks or anything like that. So we have a couple of things to get around to do, but what we'll do first is we'll look at my new wheels. So you probably couldn't see my face beforehand because I had to improvise my stand, so my head was probably cut off, but like the smile, hey look, there's Brittany. Bye Brittany. The smile I have on my face with these finally arriving after like nearly 6 months is just, it's an incredible feeling. So let's crack one open and see what they actually are. Fresh box. I love how the cardboard's just, you know, it's stiff, it needs it's fresh. Cool. Oh, they even cover them. It's just cool. Take that. I hope you guys are ready for this. That's it guys, I bought a pair, not a pair, a set of Volk Racing T37V Mark IIs. So these wheels exceed all of my expectations in person. Like, I've seen them on the internet, I've seen them on other cars, I've seen them on different wagons, I've seen them on different builds, I've seen them in different sizes, but seeing them in person is just something completely different. They're amazing. They're just look at them. Beauty, pure beauty. So these wheels are just absolutely spectacular. My favorite part so far upon opening these wheels is just the little engraving that Rays have done. They've got forged and made in Japan just on the spokes, and the differences in finishes between the actual rim itself and the lip. So the lip's got more of like a, almost like a polish finish to it, whereas the lip itself, it's more like a matte grainy kind of texture. But all in all, they look amazing. So we'll bust one out of the box and we'll talk a couple of details about them. Alrighty. So I apologize in advance if the audio quality is really, really bad because it's just picked up on the wind again today, and it's been like on and off all the time, and it's So now that the wind's died off, we can actually talk a couple of details about the wheels. So they're wider than me. So first off, these are Volk TE37 V Mark II, so straight out of Japan. I have been waiting 5 to 6 months waiting period after ordering these. So I ordered these all the way back in April, and it's taken them this long to finally get to my residence. Even though I live in the middle of nowhere, it's still taking that little bit of time just to get them into the country. So first off, I'd just like to have a huge shout out to Micky at MK Motorsports for making this happen. He's a great guy. Really dealt with a lot of my shit with me pestering him lately on, you know, when are the wheels gonna be here, all those kinds of questions. So Micky, thank you very, very much for putting up with me the past couple months and getting these into the country. So if you guys need any wheels specifically from Japan or anything like that, definitely hit up MK Motorsports. So the wheels themselves are 18 by 10.5 inches wide. So they are wide, boys. So why 10.5, you might ask? So the reason I went 10.5 is because I wanted that decent amount of poke on the body, and I'm also going to be running flares on the wagon as well. So I wanted them to be able to fill out the wagons really well. I'm probably going to be running a 285, maybe 30 or 35/18 tire, depending on how well these mount onto the car and what they look like. So there is still a bit of work that needs to be done before that happens. I've got to cut guards, I've got to paint my new flares. Once that's done, I've got to make sure they fit right. I'll be running adapters for now until I do my full STI swap into Benjamin's. I'll be changing out the running gear, hubs, all that kind of stuff. But until then, I'll just be running adapters just to run the wheels. So, but it'll be all right. So I won't be able to mount these on the car today, unfortunately, but hopefully I'll be able to do that next weekend. So that's something we might be able to look into. So after getting these wheels, I also got some brand new Mishimoto lug nuts. So a huge shout out to CMA for sending these out to me. So they were here within a day. Just turnaround time is brilliant with these guys. I never have to wait or anything. It's always ready. So there goes my phone. So I went with the lovely blue ones to match Benjamin. So hopefully I'm gonna end up doing my brake calipers as well. I'll pull them off probably in another video, and I'll teach you guys how to paint them. It is a bit of a pain in the ass, especially if you're gonna strip them right down. It does take a bit of time, but if you can do it properly, you might as well spend the time doing it. So I also did a questions on my Instagram where a lot of people were asking me what kind of wheels I bought. I had BBS, I had XXRs, I had people saying Workmeisters. I did have one person saying Volks. I'm pretty sure that was Bradley, and that was only because he knew what they were gonna be, so cheeky. But outside of that, no one guessed what these wheels were gonna be, which was really, really cool. So it's able, you know, for me to be able to give that little bit more excitement for you guys to see what they're gonna look like on the car and everything. So I'll throw up some photos on my Instagram of what they look like, a few more details of the engravings and stuff. You guys can have a really good look at them, but I'm really keen to get them on Benjamin to see. So just waiting on those adapters now. That's probably going to do it for today, guys. It's just started to get really, really windy this afternoon. Plus I've had to close up the garage because we do have a dust storm on the way. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it's like, it's out there. A little bit dusty on the horizon, so not going to be able to do much more today, but thank you very much for watching the wheel reveal video, and I will see you guys more than likely next weekend when we do James's exhaust on his new car. So tune in for that. Thanks guys, see ya.